believe that dually tried to fucking flex on me. How disrespectful is that? It's that time again. Eric Megatech PC here with another motherfucking moto blog, yo. Why did I say yo? I don't. Let me get that out of my system. Just another day out on the bike. I hope some of you got to see the video that I put out last week. And in that video I mentioned that I was going to be selling this motorcycle, my 2013 Kawasaki ZX-6R. I want to try to put out some good content on this bike before I have to let it go. I actually went up to the dealership yesterday and talked to the guy. His name is Adam. I don't know what the hell river that is. He had some good news. He said that the new bike, if all things go according to plan, the new bike should be in middle of this week, which would be great because that would be a little bit earlier than I was expecting. I'm at least hopeful that by Labor Day weekend, which is next weekend, I'll have my brand new sport bike. It's going to put me in kind of an interesting situation if I do get the bike next weekend, because to be honest, I'm not exactly in any rush to sell this bike. It's not like I'm strapped for cash and I've got to get some money in my bank account by selling this bike. I mean, I guess I could do some cool comparison content before I sell it, but it's a good spot to be in, because not having to sell the bike right away is going to allow me to take my time and really find the best deal, the best buyer. Probably not a bright idea, considering I still need new tires on this thing. But man, it's been so long since I've been able to really feel that speed. I put out my first moto vlog in like 3 years last week, and it's funny when you're editing yourself. I don't know how many of you guys edit videos, but when you're editing your own videos, you notice so many things that you do that just piss you off. Oh my god, I hated the sound of my own voice all week last week while I was editing that video. It just really pisses me off how many ums and you knows and but anyways and all these little habits that I have, because when you're editing the video you have to go in and get rid of all those. I also do a lot of connecting my words together, so when I'm making a point I need to remember to make the point, give a pause, and then make the next point. instead of just stringing them all together, you know, like this, and continuing to talk about the sky being blue, and oh look, there's a bird over there, and look at that sign, it's yellow. I'm probably doing it right now. Just make a new point. You don't have to say, but anyway, or back on topic. You know, I don't have to put those in there, but I do it. I do it all the time, and you notice all that shit when you're editing videos. Yeah, I haven't done much content on this bike, really, hardly at all. And what content that there is on my channel is really half-ass. The only moto vlog I put up was my mountain trip back in 2016. And yeah, I didn't make any cuts. I just posted the whole fucking video. Nobody wants to watch a 27-minute video of but anyway, and oh man, I got a fucking bug right in my eyesight. Ah, what the God, I hate it when that shit happens. This is the Rogers State Prison, if any of you were curious. You don't want to end up there. So another thing I noticed when I was editing my video last week is that I guess the riding was kind of boring. I can admit that. And I apologize for that, but I'm still working on it. Which way am I going here? I don't even know where I am. It doesn't really matter. There goes my hip cramping again. Oh, the joys of riding sport bikes. This is undignified. Here I am having to stand just because my damn hip is cramping. This is what yeah. Oh yeah. This is how I like to ride. Bitches. Got my cramping ass legs sticking out. Oh shit. Getting old is a fucking son of a bitch. Anyway, now that my leg has stopped cramping, I did it again. Anyway, fuck. Anyway, back on topic. I'm going to have 2 bikes, and I need to organize my thoughts as to how I'm going to cover that on my channel, because I really do want to use the opportunity to compare the two, not power or speed. The new bike is going to be much faster. Just more mundane shit like reach to the clip-ons, or how wide it is between the knees, how the transmissions work. Like, this Ninja is actually super good at finding neutral. I mean, I hardly ever miss neutral in this bike when I'm coming to a stop, which is nice. But the new bike, from what I understand, is super shitty to get into neutral. I'm just sprinkling them in there, hint after hint after hint. If I keep running my mouth, you guys are all gonna know exactly what the hell I bought. I don't think I've ever been on this road in my life. I have literally no clue where I am. Is it just me, or does it seem like I spend 80% of my moto vlogs crossing rivers? That's my thing. Every time I cross a river, I have to bring it up. This is a really cool country road though. As much as I love this bike, and I do, I really love this Ninja, I cannot wait to get my hands on my new bike. There's just something special about picking up a brand new motorcycle. It's absolutely a honeymoon. What's this guy doing? You gonna just pull out in front of me? I hope not. He's looking right at me. I don't think he's going to. You spend the first month kind of just learning everything about it, its tendencies, how it handles, how it shifts, and it's honestly my favorite part of the ownership process is within that first month of owning a new bike. Now let's see if my leg's gonna cramp up again. I bet it will. No, it didn't. How about that? And it's a motherfucking 3-day weekend. Labor Day weekend. So the plan is I'll go pick it up on Saturday. Again, if everything goes to plan, which nothing hardly ever goes to plan, but I'm being positive. I go pick it up, I'll be able to ride it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which is good because I'm running out of time. I'm going on vacation on September 11th. I took 2 weeks, and I'm going to be going up to the North Georgia mountains again for the first time, at least with the bike, for the first time since 2016. Oh, look, birds. I really feel like this is a massively disjointed mess of a video at the moment. It's not helping that I've got this bug juice just completely caking my visor. Now, as far as my motovlogging setup goes right now, I do have to apologize again for the footage of last week's video. I didn't realize that the footage was kind of cockeyed like that until I started editing the video, and then I'm like, fuck. The camera sits on the helmet kind of sideways a little bit. It's not perfectly level. But Sena thought of that, so they give you the ability to sort of rotate the camera lens to make it level. But yeah, I forgot to do that before last week's video, and so the whole thing is kind of crooked. And I debated on even using the footage, but I figured, you know what, fuck it. This is a 3-year-old camera, so I'm limited. First of all, it only does 1080p at 30 FPS, which I know a lot of guys swear by 24 frames a second or 30 frames a second. In my opinion, action-oriented video like sports or motovlogging really benefits from high frame rate. And this camera will do 60 frames a second, but only at 720p, which is just barely adequate. Another thing that's limiting about this Sena 10C is that there's no image stabilization at all, like software or hardware. So everything's just really jittery and jumpy. Although I think GoPro's always been really good with image stabilization. Another nice feature of the GoPro is that you get a much wider field of view than I can get with this Sena. The video this camera records is fairly narrow, and I'd really love to have it, you know, widened out. So basically I decided to go ahead and order a new GoPro Hero 7 Black with all the associated adapters and mounts and all that shit. I really do like the audio quality from this Cine 10C. So I'm gonna have to, it's gonna, you know, it's a work in progress. I'm gonna have to play around with the cameras. I think it's not ideal, but I think I'm just gonna run 2 cameras for the time being. My current thought is that I'm just gonna stick the GoPro kind of in the front, and I won't even use the audio from it. I'll just continue to use the audio from the Cine, and then use the video from the GoPro and just cut them together. That's my plan moving forward, and we'll see how that works out. Obviously I don't have it yet, so we're limited to my old camera as far as footage goes today. But I did, I think I did, I don't know if I did, but I think I fixed I hope I fixed the level of the camera, so hopefully it's straight now and doesn't look like I'm constantly turning left. This town is called Lyons, Georgia. Yeah, I'm just on my way to DUI school. No, I'm just kidding. Never gotten a DUI in my life, thank the Lord. Because you know I be driving drunk all the time, they just never caught me. One thing you notice when you ride around South Georgia is there is a shit ton of correctional facilities in this part of the state. It's like they catch all this criminal activity up in the big cities like Atlanta and Augusta, and then they ship all those prisoners down to South Georgia. Have you ever had a Vidalia onion? Just while we're on the topic. Because if you did, it probably came from here, because this is Vidalia, Georgia. And that place is called the Onion Inn. And that's called a red light. Now, the reason I brought up the GoPro is because I just got a notification that Amazon has shipped my new GoPro. So I should have it tomorrow. And I can start messing around with mounting it on the helmet. What's up, girl? What you doing? Not paying attention to you. That's for sure. I think this is the longest light in the history of lights. I don't think I've ever seen a light take this long, ever. Oh, there it goes. Legs do not cramp in front of the pretty girl, please. It's also fun to ride a sport bike in small little towns like this and rural areas. Rural. Have you ever tried to say rural? God damn, that's a hard word to say. Rural areas. It's fun to ride a sport bike in rural areas. I pat myself on the back for pulled that one off. Because most people in these little towns have never seen a sport bike before. Well, I mean, not never seen a sport bike, but haven't seen many of them. It really makes you feel like you're riding something exotic. And I mean, it's a fucking Ninja. Like, it's a Ninja 636 with 22,000 miles on it. But it makes you feel like you're riding a fucking V4R. To people in a town like this, I mean, it might as well be a V4R. It might as well be a S1000 or whatever. Leather, love, and freedom. What the fuck is that? Leather, love, and freedom. I don't know, but they had like a go-kart out front, so hopefully it's not too dirty. This is what amounts to downtown in a town like Vidalia. Like, you've got a closed down used car dealership You've got Terry's Flooring and Blinds. You got a church. And the courthouse. Oh, that's a church. Another church. If you like churches, South Georgia is the place for you. Because they've got lots of them. That guy mowing the street. Didn't know you could mow a street. This looks like a neat place for some drone footage. If I could find a place to stop. See, finding a place to stop is kind of a twofold problem because I also don't want to get, like, mugged or anything like that. It'd be ideal to avoid. We're just going to stop right here. Give you a quick little walk around of the beast. See what I mean? Right into neutral. Not a problem. There she is. See, that's how you know it's a Ninja, because it says Ninja on the side. Oh, this is cool. I installed a Moto Dynamic integrated turn signal taillight years ago when I first got the bike, and it looks pretty cool. Also got their fender eliminator with the LED. You can see on this side the Hot Bodies MGP Shorty slip-on. Love this pipe. It sounds super aggressive. But it's not like too loud. It's kind of medium loud. That was kind of embarrassing. Two dudes just walking by and I'm sitting here revving the piss out of the damn thing.